All right, team. So today we're going to be doing a serpentine belt replacement on a '06 Eclipse. This is my daily driver, so just doing some routine maintenance and stuff. The belt started squeaking and everything, so normally that's close to where the lifespan of the belt is. So obviously you can leave it for a little while, but you don't want to leave it for too long. That'll snap, and heaven forbid you're somewhere where it needs to be put on, like in the middle of the desert or middle of nowhere. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the belt. So right here is the tensioner. We can go ahead and get a breaker bar in there with a 3/8 or a half, and then get this belt off, get the new one on there. I've got a diagram that I'm going to go ahead and put up there so that way you guys can see how it's supposed to go back. So if you don't put it back the correct way, there's not going to be any tension and it'll be all kinds of loose. So definitely don't want to do that. So go ahead and put that up, and then that way you guys can go ahead and kind of go from there. Okay. All right, so first things first, you guys have to take off the splash guard here. You can just take off this side here. There's only a couple tabs that are on there. To be honest, my it's an '06, so those are pretty old and everything. I didn't want to break them, so I just elected to go ahead and leave it on, and then just take those two clips off there, which I've replaced not that long ago. Easy to put in, take out, and then that way you have all of this space here to go ahead and work. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and get the tension off of the serpentine belt right here. We're going to go ahead and put a breaker bar right in here, turn it counterclockwise to loosen it up, and then from there it'll slip right off. All right, just here, like so. Oops, sorry guys. Right in there. Put it back and slip off, slowly release. So now it's off. You just pretty much just slip it off here, off of the top part there, take it off here, get it off those pulleys, and here's the serpentine belt. So, and this is why you want to do routine maintenance on this. So see all those cracks? It's where it's starting to fail. So you want to make sure that you go ahead and swap this out. And like I said, we got a brand new one that we're going to put in. I mean, this isn't that bad. So like say as an emergency situation, you can save this one and then put it on and say if heaven forbid something happens with the other one there. All right, and here's the new one. As you can see, no cracks, brand new, everything good. So the one thing I will say is that you want to make sure that you take the old one and the new one together, stretch them out, and then just make sure that they're the same length. I've had it to where, in my vehicle is a 3.8, and then this 2.4 that I have. 3.8 obviously is a V6, so there's going to be a little bit different, but in the end, like I said, you want to make sure that you're getting everything done correctly. So now, pretty much to get it on is reverse. Like I said, easiest thing to do is to go ahead and feed it through the top and then kind of go from there. Here we are at the top of the engine, alternator, AC compressor, water pump, all that stuff there. So easiest thing to do is go ahead and start feeding it from here And like I said, follow the diagram to make sure that it's all how it should be, looped around and everything like that, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this on and then I'll be back. All right, so it's back on here. It's tight, it's not going nowhere. So the biggest thing with this is to make sure that they're in the grooves. So if it's not lined up correctly or anything like that, this brand new Serpentine belt, it'll be shredded within a few days. And then you went through all this for nothing, and then you'd have to replace it anyway. So make sure each pulley, everything that the belt touches is all lined up straight. There's no play. Make sure it's all good in the teeth. And when I say teeth, I mean these here. Everything is lined up, so it's all good. Now that'll last you a while. You won't have to worry about it. Like I said, most of the time, if it starts squeaking, you want to go ahead and just replace it right then and there, or at least give it a few days and then go ahead and do it. So now it's just putting the splash guard back on, and that's it. But first we'll go into the car, turn her on, let her run, and make sure it's all good. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so it's running. Obviously, you want to make sure you have the e-brake on and the wheels are chalked, so that way the car doesn't move. So there we are. Running good. It's not jumping. Everything seems straight. And now the squeal is gone. And that's it. That's how you go ahead and replace the Serpentine belt on an 06 Eclipse, 2.4 liter. This will be good for 06 to 012. I'm sorry, 06 to 2012. And if this helped out, guys, I appreciate a thumbs up. Make sure that get on there. That way, to show that I'm actually helping you guys out and showing you little things here and there. All right. See you in the next one.